Hey, it's Karen from Scarlet Coaching, and I would like to talk to you about the best way to increase your range. When singers say to me that they just can't sing high notes or that they have a limited range, more often than not, it's because they're trying to avoid changing registers by forcing their voice to stay in chest voice. When they sing higher notes, they try to drag their chest voice higher. They sing louder as they force their voice, and the sound gets more and more uncomfortable and tighter until they literally can't sing any higher. Now, when your vocal folds are thick and bulky, which they are when you're singing in chest voice, they have limited flexibility, and that means that they can only stretch so far. So I love the way that Mark Baxter compares the voice to a guitar. Now, if we think about our chest voice being the same as the lowest string of the guitar here, listen to what happens when I try to force my voice to stay in chest voice as the notes get higher. The sound gets tighter and tighter until literally can't go any higher. So if I play this pitch here, and we imagine that that would be like me trying to force my voice to stay in chest voice, the resonance isn't great and it sounds a bit tight, a bit uncomfortable. Now, if I play the same note on a thinner string, that would be like me allowing my voice to thin down. It would be like me allowing my larynx to choose a more appropriate vocal fold thickness and register. So it sounds more open, it sounds more resonant, it just sounds better. Now, we have transition points between the registers, and in an underdeveloped voice, and if your technique is a bit underdeveloped, you might have cracks and breaks or weak spots. So our goal is to develop this one register voice, so we don't want any cracks, any breaks, or any weak bits. Now, I know that they don't feel great and I know that they don't sound great, but cracks and breaks are not going to damage your voice, and they will pass as your voice and your technique improve. So no more trying to force your voice to avoid them. Now, your larynx knows what it's doing. It knows how to change pitch, it knows how to change volume, it knows how to switch registers, if we just let it. And there are 3 factors involved in registration choice. So there's volume, pitch, and air pressure. And the best way to develop a one register, strong, healthy, flexible voice and to increase your range is to learn how to allow the mechanisms and muscles involved in pitch changes to do their thing independently from the muscles and mechanisms involved in changing volume. So we want the larynx to be free to choose the appropriate vocal fold thickness and register for the pitch without getting in the way. And the best way to learn to do that is by keeping volume out of the equation. So we're going to keep the volume consistent throughout our exercises. And ideally, when you're starting out, I would recommend keeping the volume low and light. So in the next exercise, we are going to be singing our Pegios, which sound like this. And what I'd like you to do is focus on the least amount of effort required to sing the notes. We want to be aware of any tension creeping into our neck and our face and our jaw and our shoulders. So keep your jaw and your face nice and neutral, nice and relaxed. And what we're also going to do is incorporate a knee bend or a squat with this exercise. Please be careful if you have bad knees or a bad back. Make sure you check with your doctor if you're allowed to do this. You can use a chair for this exercise, which is what I'm doing here, or you can lean on a table or hold onto the door, that's fine. Now, the reason we use this squat is because it helps engage the lower muscles of our body and our support. It helps stop that tension creep into our bodies, and it also helps us stop reaching for higher notes. So the goal is to reach the lowest point of your bend as you reach the highest point of each scale. So here we go again. So, me, 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 You get the idea. Now, the other thing I want you to remember is to stop thinking about notes going up and down. So we want to think about the notes going down and to the side when we're singing higher, or you can try thinking of them like they're lassoing around your body, or you can think about the notes going down in the lift. Now, the reason we want to do that is to keep your larynx in a neutral position. So what I don't want to have happen for you is your larynx bob up and down like an apple following the pitch. So download the exercise. As always, have some fun with it. Be patient and kind to yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.